Hey guys, what's going on? I'm going to go through Jeff Bishop's Bullseye trade from last week, which was call options on spot, SPOT. Before I get started, I want to make sure you guys see my review of Nate Bear's Profit Surge Trader. I'll leave a link in the description below. Nate took 37,000 and turned it into $2.7 million in just 4 years. And so he's definitely somebody worth following. In quarter one this year, he had almost, I think, no losses, 27 for 27. And quarter two has been a little bit more mixed, but it's still been a profitable service overall, so I still highly recommend it. All you need to do is go to my review page. I've got an interview with Nate on here. In fact, there's two interviews, and you can go and check it out. You can go and click on the link here to buy it, and that will be the best possible price. So it's a really popular program. Nate's one of the most down to earth guys that I know. He actually was part of Raging Bull years ago, but he left and now he's working with another company called Monument Traders Alliance. So definitely check him out. He's worth following for sure. He does a similar system to Bullseye trades where he does one trade every single Monday. That's like the core trade, and then you'll have a couple of bonus trades on top of that. So you actually get more for your money with Nate Bear's Profit Surge Trader than you do with Bullseye trades. So it's definitely worth checking out for sure. So do that. It's in the description below. So let's talk about Jeff Bishop's Bullseye trade last week. Make sure you check out my full review, which has a huge track record of Nate Bear's Monday trades. Not Nate Bear's, Jeff Bishop's Bullseye trades. Too many of these guys. So Jeff Bishop does a single trade, usually call options, every Monday. And I've kept a record for the last few years. Kind of fell off the bandwagon recently with it, but it's actually been working out really, really well. So there's been winner after winner, and I think it's worth checking out. So make sure you check out Jeff Bishop's Bullseye Trades review, and you can purchase from that page as well. So definitely check that out. So Bullseye Trades this week, this was the email that went out. It was spot calls, like I said, SPOT. This is the exact email, and I just want to kind of show you what he said. We'll go down here. So his trade plan's always highlighted like this, so it's really nice. He said spot July 5th, 325 calls, near $5, close spot below 308, target one is 325. So yeah, that was basically it. And he said really with all-time high for spot, hitting just over 330 a couple weeks ago. I think just shy of that at around 325 is a reasonable first target for him. And so he's looking to scale out of his position for 30 to 50%. So he doesn't give a lot of information in the email. You have to actually go to his live stream. Both him and Nate Bear do live streams on their Monday trades, so that can be really helpful for people, especially if you want to know more details about why they're picking what they're picking. And so Nate Bear does his around, I think, noon, and Jeff does it an hour or so earlier. So definitely check those out if you're members of these services, because that can really help you understand what the trade thesis is, and that really helps because it helps you be able to hold them through dips and things like that. So definitely worth checking out. So he didn't say much about spot other than that, but you can see what happened if we go to a recent email right here from him. So he said basically, here's the trade that I just showed you, and he said he got 50% on spot overnight. So it was really a fantastic trade. And here's his app alert, so it comes out via the app when he buys and sells. And so he sold half of spot calls. He wishes he'd sold all of it. He sold them at $6, and he got in at around $4, which was pretty fantastic. So let's look at the chart really quickly. Here's the chart of spot, the underlying. So you can see that he bought around about here, and this was on the Monday on the left. So this is Monday, and then it goes into Tuesday right here. And then so Tuesday had this huge run up, and he sold it right at the top here almost for a 50% gain on the options on spot. So pretty nice move. It did sell off after that, so he should have probably taken all of his profit, but there was plenty of time for people to get in at an even better price than him, even down here. So overall, a good trade. Had another spike here, but then it did sell off, and now it's quite low here today. So it's like a week later. So yeah, so that was the move. Not a huge move, but still significant enough to get 50% on the contracts. So hopefully you guys got a piece of that. If you didn't, there was some other people that did talk about how they managed to get in on this. One guy was complaining that it wasn't particularly good for some reason. But basically, Jeff said I exited most of my trade for over 50% profit this week. I don't understand how that is a bad thing. So I agree. He's been on fire recently. And so Matthew said, great trade, Jeff. In at 4 yesterday, out of 5 today. It popped above 6, so this was on the Tuesday. So this was an overnight trade, which is really good because it means you can get in, but it's not a long trade. You're not in it for days or weeks. It's just an overnight trade with plenty of time to get in and out for similar prices to Jeff, which is really cool, or even better than Jeff. So this guy got 25%, Jeff got 50%. We're not really sure where Jeff sold the rest of his contracts though, so yeah. So so that was basically the spot trade for Bullseye this week. Like I said, check out Nate Bear's stuff, check out Jeff Bishop's stuff. Really nice just to have like a single or a couple of trades every Monday where you know what's coming, you know that they're going to be options calls, and you get like some due diligence on them, and it's just a fantastic way to trade in my opinion. So definitely check that out. I have an interview and everything with Jeff Bishop in this article, so definitely go and check out my full review. It has a good track record in there as well. Alright, hopefully guys that's helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.